Let's talk about multiplying and understanding multiplication in a different way, maybe even a better way. It's different for sure. So we're going to look at 93 times 32, and we can see like the method that we're probably used to, especially if you are at least, I would say, 20 years old, right? Like this is the method you learned in school probably. And so for most of us, whatever we learned is the easier way to do it. Like it's harder to learn a new way, but maybe you're helping someone who's doing this a different way and it's not making sense. So I want to take this idea of 93 by 32 and I want us to look at it in terms of um, a rectangle. So this is roughly 3 times longer than it is tall, right? And 90 is about 3 times bigger than 30, right? 30 times 3 is 90. So generally this rectangle is going to represent 93 by 32. So 93 up here, 32 over here. And we're going to take a look at thinking of this in more in terms of like area than just multiplication. Okay, so 93. If this rectangle is 93 units wide, right? We'll pretend it's centimeters, whatever. I'm going to think of, well, what if I thought of that as 90 and 3 separately? Like the where would that get divided? I mean, 90 is going to be the vast majority of it, right? So just so I have room to write my numbers, I'm going to put it about here. I feel like that's probably too big for the 3, but we'll say that this is 90 plus 3, right? And then over here, 32 from top to bottom, if this is 32, then the majority of that is 30, and I'm going to say 2 is right here. Something like that. It's kind of narrow to write it, but it'll be okay. Okay. So now let's think we've got 4 rectangles. Let's find the area of these 4 rectangles. Well, this one's 90 by 30. That's not hard to multiply, right? 9 times 3 is 27. There's 2 zeros on the end. That's 2,700. And this one is 30 by 3. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. That's got a 0, so 90. There's 2,790 right there. Interesting. All right, let's do this long, narrow rectangle. It's 90 by 2, so 9 times 2 is 18, and put a 0, so 180. And then this little bitty rectangle is 3 by 2, which is 6. So 180 and 6. Ah, there's 186 right there. Interesting. All right, so we've got 2,790 and 186. And now we're adding exactly what we added here. So we're combining that together to get 2976. Yeah, which is the same as 93 times 32. This is called a multiplication array. It's just another way of thinking about the numbers, really thinking about, I think, thinking more about what they actually mean or could represent in a way that maybe is a little more meaningful than just this. They both work. I'm not saying they don't. All right. See you next time.